Once there was a great city, and in that city there lived a girl called Sarai. Sarai means princess. In that city there lived a man called Abram. They met and fell in love. They travelled about to many places and lived in tents wherever they went. They even went to Egypt, where the king, called Pharaoh, wanted to marry Sarai because she was so beautiful. When he found out she was married to Abram, she sent them away. They travelled back to Canaan, where they pitched their tent for the last time. Sarai and Abram had been married for a long time, but they had no children. They had been promised by God that they would be the mother and father of a great family. But how could that happen without any children? Sarai became worried, so she told Abram to have a baby with her servant, Hagar. When Hagar was about to have the baby, Sarah became angry because she wanted to be a mother, and she sent, and Hagar ran away because she was frightened. An angel of the Lord found her in the wilderness near a spring, and he told her to go back. She would have a son and call him Ishmael. She went back, and she had a baby. She called him Ishmael. Many years went by, and God appeared to Abram. God said to him, "We will be together forever." God also blessed Sarai and promised to give her a son of her own. So Abram became Abraham, and Sarai became Sarah. 3 strangers came out of the desert. The strangers said, "In the spring God will bless Sarah, and she will give birth to a son." Abraham laughed because Sarah was so old. Sarah was listening at the door, and she laughed too. "Did you laugh?" asked the men. She said no, because she was afraid. But Sarah did have a son. And she called him Isaac, which means laughter. Sometime later, Sarah saw Ishmael and Hagar's son playing with Isaac, and she grew angry all over again and told Abraham to send them away. The next morning, Abraham gave Hagar and Ishmael some food and sent them on their way. When they had nothing left to eat, Hagar put Ishmael under a bush and went a distance away because she did not want to watch him to die. God heard Ishmael crying, and an angel came to Hagar and told her to open her eyes. When she did, she saw a well of water. Hagar and Ishmael drank from the water and lived. Their family is still alive today. One day, Sarah watched Abram and Isaac go away. They went to Mount Moriah, and she watched them from inside her tent. And she waited for them the next day and the next, and a week passed. She wondered if she'd ever see Isaac again. Finally they came back, and she went out to greet them. It was so good to have them home again. Many years passed, and when Sarah was full of years, she died. And Abraham buried her in a cave. At the end of his field by the trees. And Isaac married and had twin sons, the beginning of the great family.